Good day, everybody. It is Calxiyn and Hunter here, and if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe for more RWBY videos, and this video is brought to you by my patrons and my YouTube membership members, so thanks to them very much. We are going to be talking about a Salem theory about Salem's true motives, and I've actually been working on this for a couple months, if you've seen my Twitter account, and it all started with magical babies, okay? So our first original theory was that Salem wants the maiden powers so she can siphon it out of Cinder after she gets all the relics and then put it into a fuckable man so she can achieve her dream of repopulating the earth with the magical children like she wanted to do with Ozma. That has changed drastically into something much darker, so I hope that you guys are prepared. But let's start with this. A lot of people think that Salem wants to destroy the world, right? But I don't think that that's true. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, Salem wants to...
It's a suicide pact.
Yeah, like, Salem wants to gather the relics, she'll call the gods so she can finally die. Like, that's what a lot of people think. Yes. But in the RWBY lore book, it actually says that Salem's goal is to be the Dark Queen of Remnant. Mm-hmm. And you can't be queen if you're dead, right? So I wonder if Salem's motivations have... You know, I mean, I guess they never really changed. That's just a lot of, like, what we thought. Like, we always thought, oh, well, obviously Salem wants to, you know, die, right? But what if Salem has embraced immortality now and she just wants to, you know, keep going because she gets entertainment out of all this? It's all a game for her. And so what I was sort of thinking was, if the lore book is correct, it wouldn't be about collecting the relics to die anymore. If she wants to be the Dark Queen, you need to have subjects to rule over. Yes. And I feel like that fits in a lot with what Mercury says. Like, Mercury's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a spot in the new world so I can fuck bitches and get money. That's what Mercury...
I remember... everyone's favorite Mercury quote. The fuck bitches get money.
That's basically what he says, though. Salem has a place for us in her new world. So it's like, okay, well, either she's lying to them about destroying the world, or she genuinely is building the new one, right?
Also, do you really want Mercury to be your, like, lieutenant?
I'm just saying. But yeah, and so it's one of those things where I'm like, I think that everyone's saying that Salem is trying to kill herself. I think they're wrong. I don't think that that's what she's trying to do. I think that she does want to be queen and rule over Remnant. And so that actually is where things get a little spicy. True. So, Effortless Fury in mine and Arnold's Discord server, he was basically saying, guys, what if Salem doesn't want to destroy the world? What if she just wants all the relics so she can blackmail Ozpin into doing what she wants? And I was just like, oh my god, because that fits in with my man-fucking theory from before. Like, her wanting to transfer the maiden powers into a guy, because we know that, like, magic person plus magic person equals magic babies, right? And so our theory was, okay, well, the maiden powers came from Ozpin, so just transfer them with the help of the Grimm back into a man so she could, you know, do the deed and spread her seed, if you know what I mean, because that was what she wanted to do with Ozma. She wanted to take out all of humanity and replace them with their own children, right?
Yes.
And so we were sort of thinking about that, and I was like, oh, well, maybe she just put it into Hazel or something, like, I don't know, right? We were sort of speculating on what exactly,
I heard you can take a lot of pain, Hazel.
If it was Hazel or, like, Watts or something, like, she would transfer them into a guy, but with Effortless Fury's theory, it would actually mean that she would go back to her original plan with Ozpin, and this is where things really, get dark. She would basically blackmail him into fucking her, right? To repopulate the earth and create the magical children like they were trying to do in the beginning. You know what I mean? She would be like, Ozpin, I got you. Like, listen, if I have all the relics, you know, I will end the earth unless you do exactly what I say. And that is how, like,
sexually assaults.
Yes, basically. That was, like, that's why it was so much darker with that theory, that she wants to get all the relics, hold Ozpin hostage, and that Ozpin will participate in whatever she wants. And if whatever she wants is not to die,
want some of that
but
instead,
you know she wants to, you know, do their original plan, Plan A, which was wipe out the humans, and she basically said, our children are better, so why not make more? Like, that's what she said in The Lost Fable, right? So that's the theory, is that she is blackmailing Ozpin, basically. That's what she wants to do. She wants to collect all the relics and blackmail Ozpin. Is this theory too dark for RWBY, though? Because that's a lot of, like, uncomfy things going on there. You know what I mean? Like, but Salem's a villain, so at the same time, it's like, this isn't the first time a villain has, like, sexually coerced something. So, yeah, it's a very dark theory, but I think that it would actually be, like, legit. Like, it would, this could be possible.
I mean, I think there are some, you know, I guess it would make sense because they did it in the past. Ozpin, obviously, he can still, because we believe the Silver-Eyed Maidens may have come from Ozpin.
Yeah.
So obviously he can still hand it down.
And I think that this is a lot different than Salem just calling the gods to destroy the world. Like, this is the threat of Salem ruling for eternity, for like literal eternity, instead of the world just being destroyed. And that has different stakes to it, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like, you call the gods, the world gets destroyed. That's like a 5-second boom, you know what I mean? But if they don't fight Salem now, she will only continue to get stronger with her army of magical, like, babies. Right? Like, magical children.
Horribly inbred magical
Exactly.
army.
So that's what I'm saying. And so, like, those are the stakes. Like, those are the real stakes of the show. It's not, oh, the gods will come back. It's that Salem will continue to build an army to her liking until all of humanity has no choice but to follow her. Sure. And she'll just rule for, like, all of eternity.
My only issue is that they do... I know what you say about she wants to be the Dark Queen of Revenant. I understand.
Do you think that's, like, a red herring that they just
I think
put
it would,
in the
I think
lore
it would
book?
be a... Part of me wondered, because they also in that lore book call Blake Black. So I wonder if, like, it was, if she just put Dark God of Revenant because,
or like Dark Queen, whatever, like all that stuff.
But because I do think that there is, like, why else would she want the relics other than, like, I'm sure they're useful, but it's like, if you get them all together, you can end the world.
I know, to threaten the end of the world,
maybe, okay, yeah.
That's what I would say, anyway.
Maybe, that's a possibility. But you would have to have,
here's
like,
my other thing,
Salem
though.
scene.
Here's my problem, and this is where things can get a little problematic, okay? My question would be, is that if this is the case, if they had this plan for Salem from the beginning, why did they make Oscar a child instead of making him a grown man?
Oh, I'm sorry, mass genocide is like, oh, that's fine, is where we draw the line of pure evil.
In terms of, like writing-wise, that's a little, like, that makes the whole situation, like,
pretty
like,
awkward.
very, very icky, like twice as much icky as is already going on here.
But every part of that plan is awkward, from, like, Ozpin multiple times, her continuously having children, raising those children, only for those children to fuck each other.
Yeah, it's not great. It's just not great optics.
I made a joke about, like, the inbred magical army, but presumably, like, having an inbred magical... To quote Richard Dawkins, we're all a little inbred. That fell down behind you.
So that's actually why, though, I think that both theories could be true. She could want to blackmail Ozpin, but maybe she also wants to put magic into the men. So you'd have a diverse gene pool. You know, you got some Tyrion genes for some faunish situation, right? You got some Watts genes, you got some Hazel genes, and they would all participate. Maybe that's how she plans to diversify the gene pool.
Okay.
Maybe
just
she
pop
plans
it into other
to,
people.
like, continue to put the magic in, like, the remaining humans, and then eventually she would cycle the remaining humans out. You know what I mean? Like, say, like, she collects, let's just say she collects ironwood for her human collection, and then, like, puts the maiden powers in Ozpin, and then it just continues to cycle
But it's
on.
also, like, why wouldn't that happen for someone like the maidens? Did any of the maidens have children?
Well, it's because it would have to be magic plus magic.
I guess
right? So unless one of the maidens fucked Ozpin, it wouldn't have happened. It has to be magic plus magic.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Right.
That's like the ticket. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know if this is too dark for the show, but at the same time, I'm like, when you sort of get into, like, these situations, people are like, absolutely not. Like, that would make the show's writers. Like, you have all of that sort of attitude about it. It's like, yeah, Salem's evil. She doesn't give a fuck.
To quote Lemony Snicket, I don't understand how you expect me to have a villainous character and not make them do villainous things.
Yeah, and so that would be my argument for it too. But then it's like, is that something that the show really, like, needs? So that's the other thing, is that Oscar is getting kidnapped this volume. So it's like, what if Oscar shows up and Salem's just like, nah, this isn't gonna work. We're just gonna have to kill you and hope that you go into an older man. Because Salem still has standards. Even, imagine she's just like, you're too young. I'm just gonna kill you and make sure Ozpin goes into someone else if that's okay. But yeah, this is our RWBY theory, I guess.
I guess.
This is our RWBY theory, I guess, and
I think it might have legs, despite all that other weird stuff.
And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys!